Hello, viewers, and welcome to today's episode of Disappointed Dragon. I have been to my local dollar store, as I often do, and I found something new, something we haven't seen before. Although, for some strange reason, it's giving me reminiscent feelings of bad-tasting jelly beans, and also a loss. I wonder why that could be. This is another thing by Montoy, the toy company that seems to produce all of the things that are sold at our dollar store, Dollarama. This is the Build Your Own Dino. This was fairly expensive. As you can see, it was $5 at Dollarama. But it does look pretty cool. It's just like those things that came in the Advent calendar, as I was alluding to earlier, that Phil Holla built. It's an egg that comes apart and it comes with a dinosaur inside. Although it looks like it could also come with these transforming vehicle dinosaurs, which seem much cooler to me. Ages 3+, collect them all. Not much else on here. I'm going to guess it comes with a tool like the other one did. We'll get into it. We'll take a look. I'm very excited for these vehicle ones. I'll be less excited to get one of the regular dinosaurs, especially for $5. But we'll see what we get. It's got that weird crispy plastic that I'm always complaining about, but unlike the others, I don't see an easy tear on this one. No. Unlike usual where I say there's no easy tear, but there is, this one does not actually have an easy tear. So I'm just gonna use my knife to cut the plastic. As always, I warn you, be careful with knives. They're sharp. You'll cut yourself. I am a professional. No, I'm not. All right. I mean, the egg's pretty cool. You've got the outlines of some dinosaurs. Well, okay, I thought it was different kinds, but they're just Triceratops all the way around. I wonder if that means we get a Triceratops inside. We'll have to see. Oh, first thing I noticed, it is way bigger than I thought. And we did get a Triceratops inside. That doesn't prove that this means we always get a Triceratops, but I'm going to assume we do. I'm probably not going to buy any more because they're very expensive. But it is way bigger than I thought. So we'll open it up and we'll take a look. I was expecting this to be the same size as the ones that Will Holla opened up. I was not expecting it to be nearly this big. How do the pieces feel? They feel all right. It's not particularly thick plastic, but it's also not so thin that I'm afraid it's going to shatter. Where's the bottom of his jaw? Oh, this is the bottom of his jaw, isn't it? Yes, yes it is. Okay. So, how do you fit together? Let's see. I should probably read the instructions, but I'm not going to. We're just going to stick her together and see what happens. It looks like you snap all of the pieces together first, and then after you've snapped the pieces together, you use the screwdriver and the screws to secure all of the halves into a full dinosaur. Okay, come on. This is the first piece that's having real difficulty going together, is the Triceratops head. Come on, there we go. Yeah, okay, so that doesn't matter. No, those are both of the same half. Little disappointed we didn't get one of the car dinosaurs, because I think that those would have been a little bit cooler. But you can't go wrong with any dinosaurs. Dinosaurs in general are just cool. So we'll take what we got. It doesn't feel too cheap. Like I say, it is very thin plastic. And I definitely don't think that this is $5 worth of plastic. But it's also not terrible. I think that there's a lot of fun to be had with this. Do I even need to put them inside before I... No, I don't. You literally snap all the pieces together before you do anything else. Okay. So now that that's together, we can start sticking screws all over the place. I like that the screwdriver is one piece this time. One of the issues we had with the advent calendar ones was that the screwdrivers were in two pieces and they would continuously fall apart while you were putting it together. And that was very frustrating. This one's also, like I say, way bigger. The plastic is about the same quality, but because it's bigger and you have more screws going in, it already feels more solid. And I like that it gets ratchets. Like, it's got a plastic detent, which gives it, like, faux ratchet joints, which is pretty cool. The legs are, and I'll show this off once I've got it all together, a little bit dopey. You can see that it's got this, the weird bend makes it look kind of strange. But it works. It do indeed work. That also has the ratchet joint, but it's not as pronounced. I would love this when I was a kid. Oh, it's a beautiful sounding ratchet, although I do see an issue here. The more you move it, the looser the screw gets. It actually unscrews itself from you moving it, which is a little bit unfortunate, but oh well. You can't win them all. I think that if this thing was, you know, $2 or $3, I would feel like this was totally worth it. But at $5 plus tax, it's a little bit too expensive, I think. Just for the thin plastic. You can see that a lot of the seams, it just doesn't clip all the way together. There's a lot of plastic showing through. But I do have to say that once you've got all of the screws in, it does feel satisfyingly solid. The only downside is that the more you play with it, the more the screws unscrew themselves, which is too bad. But otherwise, yeah, no, now that it's all screwed together, this thing feels surprisingly solid. I mean, it is still completely hollow, but it does feel like a pretty good toy. I mean, I would have fun playing with this when I was a kid, and just the act of screwing it together is great. Now, there is a problem. As you can see, the screwdriver is all bent and warped just from me playing with it, and I could totally see this thing snapping over time. It does remind me of when I was a kid, Duplo had these pieces that could form like excavators and things that you would screw together similar to this. Those were a lot more skookum than this is, but it's still pretty cool. I actually do quite like this, and I mean, I just love dinosaurs. Definitely not worth the $5, but if you can get it for like $2, yeah, it's pretty cool. It would keep me entertained for a long time as a kid. There's something also fun about the fact that you can put it together, you can take it apart, you can put it together. That's pretty cool. It is quite fun. I do like that. I like it better because it's not making me eat beans. That'll do it for this episode, guys. As always, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.